big relief coming in for JSW Steel, where the apex court has now halted liquidation of Bhushan Steel and Power. We will get a voice and expert joining us. Sandeep Parekh will be joining us in just a bit. But before that, Ankur, tell us what details are you picking up for now?
Yes, we are hearing that Supreme Court has ordered status quo on liquidation of Bhushan Power and Steel. And why it has done so? Because there was an application which was made by JSW Steel seeking relief because they want to file a review petition, and hence court has said status quo to be maintained till the disposal of the review petition, meaning till the time there is a decision on review petition, the status quo will continue. But does it mean full relief for JSW Steel? No. This relief will only apply till the time review petition is heard, and before that Supreme Court has already ordered liquidation of Bhushan Power and Steel, finding out that yes, there was a problem the way COC handled the situation, there was a problem the way JSW Steel implemented the resolution plan. So all in all, for now, this is an interim relief for JSW Steel.
Take questions with the guest, Sandeep
Yes.
Parekh.
And but the Sandeep Parekh to discuss on this matter. Sandeep, you would have heard about the interim relief which is coming in for JSW Steel. Why do you think this will help the company, or in the longer run, do you think the SC order will still be implemented?
I think it's hard to tell whether in the long term what will happen. It's, like Keen said, in the long term we're all dead. But I think it's a very good measure from the Supreme Court, because I think it was. I think the order itself was quite not just bad for JSW and the companies involved, but also quite disastrous for the entire insolvency process. And therefore, I'm glad that at least they've stayed their own order for the time being, which itself is a good step, because usually when review petitions are filed, most people don't get relief. So I think it's a great step. I'm not saying that they're going to win at the end of it, but at least stay ensures that they don't need to unscramble the egg later.
Mr. Parekh, I just want to understand few technicalities. There was also a petition which was filed in NCLT by the former promoter, saying that the order of Supreme Court, which is the liquidation of Bhushan Power and Steel, should be implemented at the earliest. Now we should understand, since status quo has come in from Supreme Court, the NCLT, since it is a lower court, it will not hold?
That is correct. Because now it essentially means as if there is no order from the Supreme Court for the time being, which means that before the original order of the Supreme Court, there was no liquidation ordered, and therefore NCLT will be forced to stay its hand.
Mr. Parekh, since it is said that this relief is temporary and only till the company files a review petition, can you tell us by when can the company file the review petition, and consequently when will Supreme Court come up with a resolution to this review petition that the company will file?
So, typically reviewed petitions, there's no time limit to file the review petition. Usually they file within 45 to 60 days of the final ruling. How fast does Supreme Court decide on a review petition? Again, it's since the composition of the bench has changed, it will probably come up before another bench, which means it can happen in a couple of weeks or a couple of months at most. But again, that's when it first comes up. If they really want to relook at the entire ruling, then it may take at least a few months.
Mr. Parekh, since COC is also preparing for review petition, JSW Steel was also preparing for review petition, I want to understand, can these both be combined and filed together, or these needs to be separate petitions as per law?
No, so they will be separate petitions, but they would be heard together. So they will be essentially kind of a combined ruling on the separate petitions, because the grounds of appeal would be different for the creditors versus the acquiring company, which is JSW. So it will there will be separate appeals, but almost certainly there will be a single order which will dispose of both the appeals or multiple appeals.
Right. As today's order clearly mentioned, and it is an oral order only, that till the time this petition is disposed, there will be stay on the liquidation process. But I want to understand from you, as a process, even government through sources have indicated, yes, there was a problem in which this order has come. I want to understand, apart from review petition, are there other options which can be explored not only from banks but also from government?
So frankly, there's no other option because, amending the law with retrospective effect and trying to create something which negates the ruling would be a fairly long process. It won't anyway help in this case. So there is kind of no, you could salvage the system as a whole. But this case would fall through the cracks. In which case, it would be pretty unfair to JSW, because ultimately they paid a good price for an asset which was going to go bankrupt, and now they kind of stuck with being, and subsequently also they've invested more money in it. So they've gone through kind of the motions. And like I said in the beginning, this is the original order did not come out of some great illegality or corruption or anything. It's on some technical issues of delay, and which is pretty common in complex cases like these, where there are multiple people trying to play in different directions.
Okay, so for now, relief coming in for JSW Steel, at least till a review petition is filed. Mr. Parekh, thank you so much. And Ankur, thanks so much for joining us with all those details. But that's...
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.